Hello and welcome back to Inspiration with Milambo. Now today I would like us to look at active income and passive income streams. What does that mean? What does that look like? And why is it that 95% of the world struggles when it comes to money, but the 5% never ever struggle? What is the secret that they know about active income and passive income stream? Now I want to take you back to your childhood. When you were going to school, most likely you heard the statement, go to school and get a job. Go to school and get a job and the money situation will sort itself out. And many of us thought that when you go to school and you get a job and you start to earn, that money will solve all your problems. But what happens is that you go to school, get a job, have money, but that money just never seems to be enough. Now there's a secret, or not so much secret, that the wealthy use to create wealth. They understand that you can never ever create wealth with just active income. The 95% have actually been raised to only believe and to understand one type of earning, which is active income. A job, when you have a job or when you're running a business which requires your presence on a daily basis, that is active income, and that is how many people actually earn, and that's the only way that many people know how to earn, because that's what you've been trained to do. You went to college, you went to university, you spent 4 years, 5 years, 7 years to go and earn one type of active income. So the thing about active income is that it's very limiting. When it comes to how much money you can actually earn, it's highly limiting because you can't duplicate yourself. Your job requires you to be present from 8 to 5. And after that, you're too tired, you're too stressed to even want to do anything. You just want to go home and rest and sleep and do everything else. And then the following day, the grind starts again. So that's how the poor actually remain poor. It's because active income is very difficult to grow. If all you know is how to earn money actively, it's very difficult to increase. So you have to wait for a promotion, you have to look for a higher paying job, you have to go back to school and get more papers so that you can get a promotion and have more money. That is how the 95% actually think and operate. But when it comes to the wealthy, they have a whole different way of looking at earning. They don't just focus on active income, but they're so obsessed with passive income streams, because they understand that for you to build wealth, for you to create wealth, you must have multiple streams of income. And like I said before, when it comes to active income, it's difficult to create multiple streams of income because you can't duplicate yourself. I remember there was a time in my career when I was working 2 jobs and running a business. So what happened was between 8 to 5 I was working at one job, between 5 and 8, somewhere there, I was working at a different job. Then afterwards, somewhere during the day, I would also be running around for my business. So what that did was it was really fulfilling, but it was so exhausting and I couldn't do it in the long run because all those 3 income streams were actually active, and at the time I had never known about passive income streams. So the thing that the wealthy know is that for you to build wealth, for you to create wealth, you must have multiple streams of income, and the only way you can have multiple streams of income is if you learn to create passive income streams. Because when it comes to passive income, there's no limit to how many streams you can create, because passive income is money that you generate whether you're present or not. It's the money that you're able to make whether you're sleeping, you're traveling, you're working on something else or not working at all. You're able to earn money because it's passive. So let's have a look at some of the passive income streams that a person can create, in case you don't understand what passive income looks like, what I mean by that. So the first thing would be real estate. Real estate is passive income. If you build a house, when you build a house and you put in people there for rent and you start to get your rental income, it doesn't require you to go there and do anything. You put in the work at the beginning, but afterwards you start to earn. Whether you show up or not, it doesn't even require you to show up unless there's a problem, so you just go there for maintenance. But for the most part, it doesn't require you to be there. Another thing you can look at is an online course. When you automate your course, you put it online, you're able to automate the process from when the customer actually comes to your website and when they buy the course and when they receive it and when they pay the money. All that can be automated in such a way that once you've done the work of creating the course and automating everything, you can actually keep earning for many years after that without you having to do any extra work, just a little bit of maintenance here and there. Another example we can look at is a book. During the time of writing a book, there's a lot of work involved, a lot of research involved, a lot of editing and proofreading and headaches involved. That's just the thing about writing. Even though we love it, it can be so stressful. But the thing is, after you are done and you put it in a store, whether it's an online store or a physical store, you're able to actually start earning whether you're doing any work or not. And that can go on for so many years. So all those are examples of passive income. There's so many more examples, but I'm sure you get the picture of what passive income looks like. It's very beneficial after you start earning, but at the beginning, you put in the time first. You put in the effort first. You must have the skill. You must be able to bring on board people who have the skill to actually create that stream for you. And the thing that nobody tells you about passive income is that at the time that you're putting in the work, at the time you're doing the work, it could take you months or years of no payment, because you only start getting paid after you set it up and it actually starts to earn. Let's look at building a house, for example. At the time you're building the house, no one is paying you for it. At the time you're writing a book, nobody's paying you for it. At the time you're creating a course, nobody's paying you for it. But after you set it up, after it's done, you're able to earn even if you don't show up. So it's so important to understand the different types, these two different types of income, and why the 95% struggle and the 5% don't. The 95%, as I said before, have been taught to only earn actively, while the 5% have been taught to actually create passive income streams. So they're able to create multiple streams of income, and that way they're able to actually build wealth. So if you want to create wealth in your life, don't just look at your active income, look at your passive income streams. It's so important that you keep your active income stream, because that is what is going to fund your passive income stream. And once you create one passive income stream, you can actually use the proceeds from that money, from that source, to actually fund the next one and create the next one and create the next one. It's able to give you that freedom, that ability to create another stream, because it doesn't require your presence. And that's why it's so important that everybody learns what passive income is, how it's done, what it looks like, and how you can actually begin to create it in your life, to make the changes and to start producing the results that the 5% have been producing up to now. So I hope you enjoyed this audio as much as I did, and I hope you got there and have a beautiful and productive day. That's it for now. It's been Milambo Mzinga, your business and personal